What it is, folks, it's your homeboy First back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Yes, sir.
Put it on something. As always, I'm happy to have my brother here with me, the honorable one, Tim G. Jacob T. What the business here, dog?
Y'all saw what Will Rogers did you? That's all I got to say.
You have been telling the public about Will Rogers for several weeks now. I can't deny that. Okay. All right. We got some big things coming up with them in the future. So we're gonna see how that turns out. You know what I'm talking about?
No
Our
doubt.
brother JoJo couldn't make it here with us today, you know what I'm saying? But he told us to kill it, as we always do. And that's what we about to do. T, what you got behind you today, man? For the people before we get rolling.
So we should let going old school, you know. I got a little Quincy Jones body heat for all you youngsters that don't know nothing about that. You should have
Right.
been born. You should have been born in '84. Put it like that. I got a couple James Browns up there, Mother Lode
Mm,
and James Brown's Funky People.
mm.
That's featuring your Maceo Parker and your Fred Wesleys and the JBs and Lynn Collins and all them that sung for James for no money. But that's neither here nor
Don't
there.
do my boy Jane like that. Don't do my boy Jane like that.
And I got, of course, the Outkast AT Aliens right there. You know, I got to keep that up from last week. That's a groovy album. So, you know, I keep
Right.
that on there, man. One time.
Right. Well, before we get into it, I got to tell y'all this here is sponsored by Statement Tees. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. And you see the statement that I'm making right now on the screen. It's the same statement that I'm making right now on my chest. You know what I'm talking about? The Soul Bowl
It's on its way.
is here. It's Soul Bowl week. And I know officially they're calling it with the Pepsi SWAC challenge or something like that. You know how they're gonna make everything corporate, you know what I'm talking about? But we know
It's a Soul Bowl, man.
it's the Soul Bowl.
It's the Soul
You
Bowl.
understand? So if you want to make that statement right there, make sure you go over statementteesllc.com. You can copy that real quick like so you can be ready for the Soul Bowl. Or you can go over to Statement Tees on Facebook and you know what I'm saying, hit us up directly and get something else you might like. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, either one. Hit us up, let us know what you want.
The key is buy something.
Buy something. You know what I'm saying?
Just buy something.
But America, my brother JoJo is not here.
Mm-hmm.
And last time my brother JoJo was not here, and it felt awkward. It felt weird to strike up the band. I didn't strike up the band.
I tuned in one time with him. You struck up the band. I
You did. Well, you're going to have to strike it up with me again, T, because I'm about to turn it up. Because Jackson State University just wanted a thriller and a chiller. But it wasn't in Manila.
Oh, it was in Manila.
It was over there in Baton Rouge.
Oh, it was slick Manila. It was slick Manila.
I was crying over there in the wheelchair.
In the wheelchair. Leg cold.
And boys on the field getting done. So do it with the game winning touchdown pass.
Coach Manny, this could be you.
Follow in the game, Christian 6.
In the words of French, this could be us. That's all I'm saying. This could be us, Coach Manny.
It feels so good, don't do it free. And the boom. And the boom won the fifth quarter. The boom paid tribute to DMX. I had to let it go because the boom paid tribute to my boy DMX at halftime.
Wish I'd have called him at House of Blues, man. I hate I missed that concert.
Long live Dark Man X.
But
we had to win that game because Southern was very disrespectful with their halftime show. They had a dude come through with some a freestyle, bro. And then they came through, you know, doing that Louisiana dancing and shit like that. They were very disrespectful.
Why you saying why I gotta be disrespectful? He was at home. They was at their house.
They were very disrespectful.
I ain't gonna tell you how to act at your home.
That's true. You got a good point. You got a good point. But once I saw them, boy, I said we got to win this game. But I'm still gonna get a win to the boom.
Right, right.
And of course, the Tigers got the win on the scoreboard.
They did. They
It
did.
was a thriller
They did.
and it was a chiller.
They did.
My blood pressure did not need all that.
Well, I told you what was gonna happen down there. I
You
told you it's
did.
gonna be different.
You did.
It's gonna be different.
Them rivalry games hit different, don't it?
They different, man. They different. It don't matter who you bring there. Them boys gonna play hard.
That's true.
They gonna play hard, man.
The rivalry games is different, man.
Yep.
But
Just didn't finish their food, man. Southern didn't finish their food.
well, a lot of people are up in arms about the halftime play, the goal line play, the going forward on fourth on the goal line. Southern went forward. Some saying he should have kicked the field goal, been conservative, and that they wouldn't have had to at the end of the game and trying to chunk it deep like that. They could have just gone for, what I'm saying, a field goal.
Mhm.
Others are saying, no, he was right to go for it, and in fact, they were in. Very controversial. The refs went and reviewed it. The refs say that Southern was down before reaching the goal line. Others say how he down forward progress doesn't stop until you hear the whistle. When you hear the whistle, they say he was pushed in to the end zone.
Which they letting these boys do now.
Hey, we're going back to Reggie Bush, ain't it?
Reggie Bush days, man.
USC versus Notre
Notre
Dame, right?
I think it was Notre
Yeah.
Dame. Yeah. Yep.
I say that was a great play by Jack State. Hit a gang. Defense. The Jack State offense was not looking good. Shador came through and made some passes when he needed to make some passes. But that defense, if they hadn't stood tall on that goal line play right there, it would have been a wrap. Absolute wrap, dog.
But y'all SWAC East champ, so it is what it is now. I mean, now we just on to the Soul Bowl. So can they come with the same energy again this time? That's the question. That's my question.
Oh, no doubt about that. We're gonna get into that. We're
Same
gonna get into
energy.
that. We're gonna get into that because they didn't play Alcorn in the spring. So it's gonna be that energy. It's gonna be that energy. But before we get off the Southern game, I just want to point out to America. I told y'all in the previous game that Shador was seeming a little off, that Weidman was seeming a little off in that previous game. And I think y'all see that what I was talking about in this Southern game. Guys just weren't making throws that they Shador wasn't making throws that he normally makes easily. Guys weren't making catches that they normally make. For instance, Shador throwing that real bad pick early in the third. He usually makes that read. The receiver was covered underneath. The safety was lurking. And I know Shador is a freshman, but he's a heady freshman. Again, as you said, T, your father's a Hall of Famer. And I think I pointed out previously, I think Dion has talked about how his son can get Hall of Famers on the
Get
on
people
the
on the phone.
phone.
Get people on the phone.
He
Yeah.
get them on the phone.
Yeah.
So he does a good job of reading defenses. But that definitely was a poor throw. But even with that, they end up making the plays they had to make, and that's what you got to do in rivalry games. Man, you just got to make the plays that you got to make.
Yeah.
On that game winning drive, even before the pass to Weidman, that man had a dart over there on the sideline. I want to say to Corbin. Corbin had a couple of key catches that I don't want to go unmentioned. Okay. Just some basic route running and getting toes down on the sideline or getting beyond the sticks. And I'm going to catch this ball and we're going to keep these chains moving. Some very, very key catches. But at the end of the day, on that game winner, you got to remember, America, This came after a false start. Okay. This came after a delay of game penalty where it was looking real ugly. Okay. But Shador, I got to give it to him as a freshman. He dropped back and he did like a little extra drop back on to give his guy a little more time. And he threw that ball up through contact. And Wyman does what he does. He did what he does. He makes contested catches and he takes them to the house.
But now, that play, did the D-back slip? Or
It was a
did
lot of
Wyman
contact.
shut him off? What'd you see there?
To me, and folks might say, well, of course, you're a Jack State fan. You're going to say, woo, woo. All right, cool. Seemed like Cuz initiated that contact, but he dealing with a 6'5" wide receiver, and that shed him, which allowed him to get the football and go take that thing to the house. You know what I'm talking about? Now, of course, if you're a Southern Jaguar, you might see it another way. You might feel like it was some offensive PI there. Okay. I didn't see it that way. You might think I'm biased. I would, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chime in and y'all say what you thought about that particular play. But I think it was a good no call. That's the way I saw it.
Got you. I got you.
That's the way I saw it.
I got you.
I will say that Shiloh, not only we know he made the game clinching pick, but even before that, they had gone deep and he made a good pass breakup. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of showed up on the field, the prime effect. Not only him being over there, which I'm gonna talk about this a little later. Coach, he going through it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell you could tell somebody and got hold of Coach with these complications. Hey, Coach got too much money to be having complications with his surgery. An Alcorn State University Brave had something to do with this surgery.
Hush.
Okay, I'm putting it out there. No, the people need to know, T.
Hush.
The people need to know. Either that or somebody from Baton Rouge.
Ain't nobody tell that man to go back out there and do what he shouldn't have been doing after his surgery. He told you on Instagram his mama, was it Miss Connie? Is that his mama? I missed it. But somebody cussed him out. Flat out cussed him.
Somebody from Alabama A&M, a graduate of Alabama A&M, was in that operating room, was in that OR.
No. Miss Tracy wouldn't have let that happen.
Somebody from one
With
of these
all due respect, Miss Tracy wouldn't have let that happen.
You heard it here first. I'm putting on something.
You tripping,
but
man.
That boy was over there going through it, and his sons came through big. But Jack State, I'm tell y'all, don't put me through this shit no more. Okay, rest of this season, don't put me through this shit no more. I have a goddamn blood pressure up. I don't need that shit in my life. Okay, I don't need that shit in my life. I gotta go back to the doctor here soon. I'm trying to get all my levels checked and everything be square. Okay, don't do that. Go ahead and handle business, get Alcorn.
You got a whole nother week.
I got a SWAC title game. I got Black National Championship. I don't need all that.
It's gonna be different.
I don't need that in my life. Go ahead and whoop some ass. You understand? Whoop some ass. But America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all thought about Jackson State winning a thriller. I started to play thriller instead of the boom.
You've been giving up a check or something. We'd have to pay them royalties.
I already know YouTube gonna take our fucking rights on our damn
pay them
video.
royalties up.
You played thriller, but that's what it was. It was a thriller. You know what I'm talking about? Let us not forget this now, T. Okay. We cannot ignore the elephant in the room.
Big old elephant.
This is in my notes.
Big old elephant with peanuts.
And I was trying to finish my notes for the game. I was trying to finish my notes for the game, and I said to myself,
I looked down.
I looked down and I was typing in my phone. I looked down.
That's where you went wrong.
And then I looked up and I said, D boy done got to fight.
That's exactly what I told my wife over there while she was washing dishes.
D boy done got to fight.
D boy.
I'm not gonna say who I saw throw a punch. I'm not saying that.
You're not gonna say it.
No, I'm not gonna aid the SWAC. Well, I am not gonna aid the SWAC in their investigation. I'm not about to dry snitch. If they want to do that work, they can do that work themselves. Only people I saw throw punches were Southern players.
Only people I saw throw punches were Southern players. How
That's all I
petty
saw.
can you be?
Mr. Officer, that's all I saw.
It all started from a flag y'all were trying to plant on these men's field.
School spirit.
School spirit. You take that to Jackson. You think these young men in Baton Rouge going? They ain't going.
So all I saw was school spirit being displayed.
They could care less. Care less.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Southern's reaction is what was to be expected of 18 to 22-year-old young men. You see somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, get out on you like that. That's
And you just lost a really, really close. I mean, like you had control of this game for 3 quarters, and then boom, it just went away. So emotionally speaking, a flag on my field is the last thing I'm gonna allow. I couldn't stop Weidman, so I'm gonna stop this flag 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So
that's totally understandable. Totally understandable. But I'm just glad that nobody on Jackson State threw a punch. That's what I'm happy about. That's what I am happy about. I'm happy that them boys remain disciplined.
SWAC got surveillance. They got Simply Safe, ADT. They got surveillance.
I know Coach Prime apologized, but that was just Coach being, above and beyond, because nobody on Jackson State University threw a punch.
Nobody on Jackson State University threw a punch, huh?
Okay. I ain't see it.
Okay. You wait till them suspensions come out. And let me see
what suspension.
You know what suspension's coming out?
For what?
Yeah. See, you say down at the bottom, it's a thriller. It was Manila. Like I said earlier, it was Manila over there on the slick. Oh, it was Manila. Nah, you could call Jack State Ali if you like, and you call Southern Foreman, but you know.
Coach Prime say he.
No, my bad. I messed that up. Did I get that right? I messed that up. I'm tripping.
No. As long as you call Jack State Ali.
Jack State was Ali.
Okay. Southern was Frazier.
Frazier. I'm tripping. Yeah. That's Frazier. My apologies. Yeah, punches were thrown from both sides.
Not both sides. Coach Prime say he is raising good Christian football players over there.
Oh, we doing that? Texas Christian football players? Is that what you saying? What you saying?
See how disrespectful. Y'all see him. Y'all see him over here.
You said it. I just piggyback. You said it. Is we saying the job's locked? What we saying? What you telling the people?
You heard my recruiting pitch. He's staying.
Huh?
My recruiting pitch. I laid it out for him. Coach bought in.
Okay.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me across all social media platforms. Like the videos and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.